Hey guys, it's Katie. So today I have a really fun video for you guys. Today I'm going to be making 10 different pieces of jewelry for you guys, and the best part is that they can all be made in under 5 minutes. So I hope you guys enjoy some of these super easy DIYs. But before we get into the video, if you are new here, please subscribe down below. I make new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Wednesday I have a Wreck This Journal series, and on Saturdays I do a random DIY. Also, be sure to click that little bell icon so you guys can be notified the exact moment I upload and be part of the early squad. So without further ado, let's just jump right into these DIYs. So for this one, you're going to need some chain, jump rings, a ponytail holder, and some pliers. So I'm going to start by opening up my jump ring. To do this, you want to use pliers and go towards you and away from you. So now I'm just attaching my chain onto the jump ring, and I'm going to take my ponytail holder. I have this really cute one, so I'm just going to attach it onto the jump ring and close that up. And to close it up, you just go the opposite way. And there you have it. Really simple and cute. For this one, you're going to need some beads, some leather cording. Make sure the beads fit on your leather cording. My cording was kind of thick, so I had to find some really big beads. So I just strung a bead on, and now I'm taking the end and I am tying a knot. You're going to do a double knot just so this is extra secure. I'm going to leave like a couple centimeters of cording on the bottom of the knot. And it'll look like that. And I'm going to take the other end and I'm just going to thread 3 beads on, and these beads are just going to be the centerpiece of the choker part. So now I'm going to measure out the end to make sure it's kind of the same, and I'm going to tie another double knot. And then push my bead down, and now I'm just going to trim off the extra so they're the same length. Now you can just wrap this around your neck and kind of adjust it so the beads are centered. These necklaces are super on trend right now, and they're super easy and cheap to make, so I would recommend doing it. You're going to need some jump rings, a clasp, a head pin, some chain, and some beads. So I'm going to start by taking my head pin and I'm going to thread my beads onto here. And you're going to want to make sure that you have a little bit left over to create a loop on the other end. So I'm just taking my pliers and doing that. And then it should look like this. Now I'm taking my jump rings and my chain and I'm just putting it onto the end of the chain. And I'm going to take the beaded piece and add that on there as well. And then close up my jump ring. I'm going to do it on the other side as well. Then I'm going to split the chain in half, and this is where I'm going to add my clasp. So I'm just taking the smaller jump ring and adding my clasp, and then on the other end I'm going to take my larger jump ring, close that off, and this is what it looks like. It's super cute. So for this one, you're going to need some thread, thick black thread, or whatever color you have. Some kind of circle pendant. I bought mine on Amazon. A jump ring, a clasp, and these little cord end crimp things. I don't know what they're called, but anyway, I'm taking my circle charm and I'm just threading this thread through it and looping it through like that, and I'm doing the same to the other side. You're going to make sure that this fits around your neck, so cut the cord accordingly. So I'm taking this little clamp thing. I got these on Amazon as well, and I'm just laying my strings in there, and I'm taking a crimper tool and I'm just squeezing it shut so that the strings don't come loose. And then I'm just going to add my clasps onto the end. And this is the finished piece. Chokers are super in right now. So first one, you're going to need a Sharpie, a wire, and some beads. So I'm taking my tool and I'm just making a little loop on the end of the wire, and then I'm going to wrap it around the Sharpie until it meets that loop. So it'll look like this on the other side. And you can use your pliers to help you. It's a little bit easier because the wire I have is pretty thick and not easy to bend. So I'm taking my pliers and I'm just going to bend this forward. And I'm going to wrap this around the Sharpie until it meets that loop again as well. And then I'm going to add on a couple beads just for a little extra flair. And then I'm going to trim off the extra. And I'm just going to create a little loop on the end to hold it all together. And this is super simple, and it looks like this, and it's really cute. Ear cuffs are also really trendy, maybe. So for these, you're going to need some fishhook earring pieces, some jump rings, some beads, and some wire. Make sure your beads fit on the wire. So I'm just putting my beads on the wire, putting them near the center, and then I'm just going to bend upwards and make a kind of U-shaped with my wires. And you're going to want to like cross them in the center and then use one side to wrap around the other side a couple times. This will keep it in place. And you can go ahead and trim off the extra. I don't even know what I just said. Excess. Ooh. Anyway, I'm cutting off the extra on the top here. And I'm going to create a loop. And this is going to be where your fishhook's going to go. So just repeat those steps until you have two. So you have a pair of earrings, obviously. Now I'm just taking a jump ring and my fishhook, and I'm attaching it to the loop on top of my earring piece. And this is what they look like. I thought these were kind of cute. Woo. So this one, you're going to need some glitter, some stud earrings with backs, and some rhinestones. So I'm taking some glue, super glue, and I'm gluing my rhinestones onto these studs. Super messy. And then I have this little box from an earrings that I bought, and it was actually perfect for this. So I just put the studs in there just to hold them upwards so I could add some glue onto the tops. Again, messy. I hate E6000 glue, but I have it and it works sometimes, I guess. So I just brush that around, and then we'll add in some glitter. Woo! Okay, glittered. So now you're going to let that dry. And once they're done, they'll look like this. And they're glittery. Yay! So for this one, you're going to need some beads, some head pins, and that's it. You're also going to need some earring backs too, actually. So I'm just lacing them a bead through the wire and I'm going to bend it and snip it and create a little loop. This is a head pin, so there's like a flat part on the bottom so the bead won't fall through. And then I'm just going to use a jump ring to attach this to the back of my earring back. And that's it. You can attach these to the back of like any earrings to dress them up a little. So for this one, you're going to need some chain, a head pin, some clasps and jump rings, a little bottle, some beads, and some glitter. So I made a little funnel with a post-it note and I just poured some glitter into my jar, made it super easy. So now I'm just putting the beads onto my head pin. And then I took a needle tool to poke a hole through the center of the cork that goes to the bottle. This is just going to make it easier to stick my head pin through. So then I just stuck that right through the hole that I made with the beads on the bottom. And then I put a little bit of glue around the inside of the jar just so that I could glue the cork in. So I carefully put those in there. And then I made a little loop on the top of the jar with the head pin. And then I attached the little jar to some chain. And now I have a cute little necklace. Ooh, this one's so cute. So all you need is some wire and a ring sizer. If you don't have a ring sizer, just get something round that's about the size of your finger. So my ring size is about a 5, so I wrapped the wire around that spot on my sizer. I'm then taking my pliers and I'm going to create the top loops of the bow by bending it and then just folding the rest downwards, if that makes sense. And then we do the same to the other side as well. And I'm going to flatten out those little top loops a little bit so they're not sticking up. And then at this point you can take it off the ring sizer, and I took one of the little legs of wire and I pushed it through the ring part, and I'm just wrapping it around the center of the bow. This is kind of difficult, but you can use your pliers. Once I had it nice and situated where I wanted it, I went ahead and cut the excess off. And then you have a cute little bow ring. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. I haven't done jewelry in forever, so I had some fun making all these little kind of pieces, and they're super quick and easy to make, and a lot of them are super trendy and cute. If you guys make any of the jewelry that I showed in this video, please be sure to tag me on Instagram with hashtag SwizzleMonster. Also, you can use hashtag SwizzleMonster on Twitter, and I'll be sure to check it out. I would love to see how you guys recreate some of these pieces. But if you guys like this video, then give it a big thumbs up so that I know you liked it. Also, comment down below what your favorite piece of jewelry was in this video. I would be interested to see that. But I think that's all, guys. So I hope to see you here on Wednesday for another Wreck This Journal. Bye!